looking. Wonder what these chickens are doing here. Roasting for whoever's gonna win this game. Okay. We're gonna be starting very soon. It should be all good to go. We have everyone in right now. Be sure to hit us up on Twitter at AuzomGG for all the information, all your goodness, all your PUBG goodness, and yeah, let's get right into it. I'm sorry, I'm sleep deprived, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a roller coaster of a time. Let's go right into the game and see where the plane will be spawning. Actually, moving straight down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. Also, spectator mode has been tweaked a little bit, so I unfortunately haven't had a chance to play around it, but you know, it's fine. And just so you know, we have a very a similar rule set as of right now. We went back to vanilla. Red zone is still off. We have clear sunny weather in game. The point system has changed. Also, we have first place going for 30 points, second place 25, third place 20, going down slowly. And from 11th place to 20th place, you are awarded 1 point, and the rest is 1 point per kill. But we do have this nice spread coming out right now, and it seems to be, you know, not an ideal spot for these people to go to currently. I mean, John of All Games from the Brew Crew here, they might be able to get some decent loot. I don't know. It depends how they decide to move in, but Severny has been completely open. We have Roscoe and Draz from Black Mice going to the gun range. A couple of people trying to do a long reach for Georgia Pole. We already have people on the grounds and engaging on this area. A couple taking fall damage mostly, but we have two teams. I'm with Lanterns from Onob, and can't figure out who that is. So we still have Romeo from Onob, Barry, who is from Vendetta. So Vendetta and Onob are looting the northern part of Yasna. We do have Ravens on the Roof, or Raven Esports. In this area, we have Fury the 4, who are actually now called Enix, have been picked up by a decent esports organization, and have picked up this very strong team to participate in upcoming events. So congratulations to Fury the 4 for signing with Enix, and they will be looting Lepovka. We do have 2 vehicles for, you know, 2 of the team members, and Toast and Drayden are going to be looting the outskirts here, as we do have Canapinator coming in from, I believe, 8th World. They're going to be coming and looting this spot, but we don't have any engagement just yet. We do have a little bit here. Is OPT. One has been down Rendark by Hexagon Esports, actually. Ryox with a handgun. So it could have been something. Sykes getting taken out from OPT, and that is Hexagon getting first blood there. Frankie 82 getting first blood on OPT. OPT are down 1 man. Rendark is not looking so well, as he is trying to get into cover. And just pick up his Hawk. Does have a nice medkit for him. Not much fights going on in Georgia Pool at this time. And I think these guys are staying separate at the moment, but we'll see. We'll see who comes out on top. A little bit of 2 teams here on the military base. That is Day Night from Force 1, and we have Jamba from Sucelle de Glace. So 2 French teams taking the military base. And we do have 1 death here. I'm with Lanterns from Onab. We do have a couple of gunfights going on here as I spawn in on the dead body. Would love to, you know, go up. The shots are coming in quickly. Could switch to a different player, but we got Rendark here. Nice one. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it's hot. It is hot in here. I'm gonna have to lose the jacket, ladies and gentlemen. No blazer. No blazer today. It's cooking. It's roasting in the studio. Yo, Jeanette, put on the AC. So we have a little fight here. Drayden has, I'm not sure if he took any pot shots over at the Feather Online guys before going to the apartment buildings. But Trollmas here, a quick close quarter engagement. He has the UMP and a shotgun, so he's well prepared for this mid close quarter engagement. Barry, just around the corner from Vendetta, perfectly aware. Job is at a huge disadvantage in his current situation, having to bandage up. I wonder who's going to peek. I mean, he could win this. He has the UMP. He has the shotgun. Barry only equipped with the pistol. Here. Have X-ray vision. Barry just around the corner, probably going to peek him with third person. Zerub completely unaware of his visitor next door. But he is equipped with a no vest actually. Are they together? Been down. Trollmas. Looking about Zero. Excuse me. They're the wrong teams there. But Zerb and Barry are together. And Ravens on the roof fairly free range here in their looting. And that is Trollmas remaining as Onab. Only have one player in the game as Vendetta are eliminated for this first round of playtest 4. So far we do have a little bit of engagements at the moment in Georgiapol. There's his teammate Kenshin, Jamal, and Chatui, all in the same area, so that only friends in good company next to each other. We have Trial, Moobeat, and Deuces from Looting Simulator, going for, you know, some decent areas, but I'm surprised how many have actually decided to push towards Georgiapol in this early stage of the game. Profi and Balak. So we have previously they were. It isn't Rocket Esports, but it is Ataxia. So another team led by Balak, so the team leader right there. Seems to be easy pickings for them. The fruit. So we might get a couple of engagements in this area, especially Georgiapol just has the majority of the player count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, I believe, in Georgiapol. Military base has been relatively quiet. No engagement between the Seldergas and Force 1. Here, where Kazon's starting to take some shots with the Car 98. Manages to down with a headshot. Nice shot from him. Gonna eliminate the artifact from Susel de Gas. This Force 1 are gonna forcefully try and pick out the other players. But I don't know if they will pick this fight. Bunched up together. They have the watchtower to work with. But a long distance, especially with this M416. Not sure what attachments he has. And it looks like a 4X. No, it's a... I think it's a 2X on that. M416 right there. Quick look at Sarah. Did shoot. Decided to go in for the circle. And Ravens still looting. Drayden. And see, this is interesting to see how Enix have split up. They're so comfortable with their individual skill set that they will gladly split up and loot various areas of like almost a 1 kilometer grid, just for themselves. They're confident. They know they can handle engagements, and with Voxic having a vehicle, they can easily provide support and just swoop in to whoever calls it. And but you know, I'm pretty sure they were aware of not being able to spot any players, so they have free reign here to loot up, especially this mansion area. Toast picking up some decent loot here. That's equipped with a car and an 8x scope Scar L, probably fully decked out, level 2 helmet and a pan. Of course, pick up a pan, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to be safe in this world. But we have Haxet from Ataxia. Symbolic. So there to get it. Sagley has been downed and eliminated. We are here in this... In the... What on here? In the containers. Over in Georgia Pool Docks. A couple of downs coming in. Jatui, Jamal, and Jensen. And the great positioning here from Lagzer, who have been doing fairly well in the play tests. That is a team 1, of course. Picking a fight here. Lagzer doing with the damage, but they're one man down. You know. And these guys are just pinned down with that circle not really coming in just yet. Any other fights breaking out as of this moment, but Ravens on the roof having to get into their getaway vehicle as the circle is moving quite quickly. Stuck out in the blue, and it is expensive if they did not have a successful looting mission. Scott DeBaker and Bader Zether. Over here they do have to cross this bridge. Gump managing to pick up vehicle to pick up Tommy. Hopefully Tommy won't get run over by Prolosco. Safe and sound. Gump will come in for the vehicle extraction. Scott DeBreaker from team, let's have a look here. I am not sure. Probably a sub-team, but I'll manage to... I'll have a look and figure out. Let's go back here into this area. Two Darces pulling out of the fight. Team 1 in the back. Now, they could easily be at a disadvantage here, especially this hill, which does cut away a lot of time for them to try and get into the safe zone and out of the blue. But 62 alive. We had some casualty. Toast engaging here at the edge. You know, I would appreciate it if I could. There, thank you very much. Toxic. Product NV has been downed. They did take out Alexar. They think they're going to be safe here. They're in the circle. They have a decent route to push on in. Scott DeBaker and BTR are going to be healing up just around this corner before continuing on towards to their fantastic journey to the Circle of Death. And it could be a field fight unless it ends right here in this ridge area. Watch. Of Lagzer. Pitts coming in from Team 1. Teddy Bird Furry from Looting Simulator. It's Fury. Yes, but I prefer it my way. So no one really pushing into each other right now. Everyone seems to be separate. We do have a little bit of an engagement here just on this bridge side. Roscoe trying to take some pot shots at OPT. Hockey just around the corner. He does have the support from his teammates to push up onto him. Draz and Mraz from Black Mice trying to pick their shots. But I'm not sure exactly who's going to come out on top of this. There isn't really any favorable advantage to either team, as Mats does get taken out there. Pac-Man is going to keep watch as Roscoe goes in for the revive. Hockey keeping a hawkeye out on these players. But he is down as well. Great shots from Hockey. OPT's the Germans with their precision coming out, trying to get into this one and win it. So far, this tough fight. We have Izzy, who could potentially flank around, but providing to just to give information. Rendark had a little bit of a disadvantage. Not much information given to him, so he can't pick his fight just yet. But we'll watch out for potential fringers as they pull out. They'll probably pull out of this fight and move into this area. But Pac-Man will be picking up his teammates as Roscoe and Draz and Mats are downed. We have another push here on this side coming in from the coast. Balak taking out 2 players, getting a nice double kill in the building. You know, this is a, you know, it's a bit of a reset. The loot spawns are the same. Apparently they have adjusted the loot systems in the latest patch, as it was very inconsistent. But Balak does a barrel roll, manages to survive, not a scratch on his skin, and will continue his merry way into the fight. Profi definitely calling out that there are some players pushing into these buildings, which they probably don't need to secure. Metrobar and Ser. So it is a Metro by himself, but the shots coming in from the left there from Balak. Nice height advantage there. Trying to pick off with the AK. Balak getting tagged a little bit there, but the damage straight away from Profi, having a close angle, has 3 players for him to contest against. 2 of them relatively well loaded out. M416s at the ready, and even a shotgun if it gets a little bit more closer for comfort. But he gets the triple! Profi cleaning things up here in the swamp area. Easy peasy, gonna get a lot of decent gear for his team to get into this push a lot better. And Profi pulling out some big plays there by the swamp. Roly Warrior using this small village as some cover, as he does manage to see Fear. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Fear. Enix down here. But Toast unable to pull in the revive. Product NV and Voxic quite spread out. Not much they can do to help out in this situation. Toast is up alive, but we do have another more engagement. It's iFlirt. Trying to pick up that kill through the porthole window. You can call it that. Be a little bit careful, but here we go. We have Ravens on the roof with a small engagement. They do have the better position here. This field is very open, and DJ Sidon is going to have a bad time trying to push up against them. A couple of pot shots being thrown at towards Ravens. But the response is coming in straight away. Scrubbler Gump with the accuracy, knocking out Chet Menzel and putting in another damage. Losco taking him out, Knight and Mr. Tommy Mixer as well. Losco going in for the flank, hungry for the frags. It is 1 point per kill, so it is worth to play a little bit more aggressively to award your team that DJ Sidon. All alone. The last remaining player from Force 1. Looting the military base. But now, picking up a hefty fight here against Ravens. Gonna go for the bandage. No other fights taken out. We do have Toast, who has been knocked out from Enix. But the circle is moved in quite a lot. Quite a few players remaining, 53. A couple of pot shots being taken out here onto that Jeep moving by. But I believe it will be just fine. Toast will hopefully get a revive from Voxic here. Product NV will keep watch. Very smart for them to be aware. They are in the middle of the circle, so you do want to keep checking your 6 at all times to make sure you're not going to get found out. But DJ Sidon from Force 1 still between a rock and a hard place as he tries to force his way into the circle. He's right at the edge, but the flank coming in from Prolosco, and that is Force 1 eliminated quite early on in the game. Pinky trying to pick up some shots. Oh, but look at those X-Deuces from across the map, picking up a nice down there. Team 1 will be uncontested as they move into the circle. Product NV to shoot through the door. Probably it's not rendered in for me. That's the problem. We're still trying to take out the shots. Trying to third person through that window? I don't know. This spectator cam is not the best. It is still a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sure it feels a little bit, a lot smoother. That's for sure. Pringles man there with an AK on the building. You did not notice that. Pringles guy. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. That's the metaphor for PUBG. So Enix smoking off the area to go in for the revive. Not much really they can do, as excuse me about that. The Teddy Bird Fury laying low. Everyone seems to have gone to their own buildings. Balak and with his team Ataxia holding the ridge, decent vantage point. Could potentially pick off some of the OPT players if they are not careful. But Teddy Bird Fury trying to pull off some shots to the building here. Like that Uzi won't do him any justice, to be honest. But I'm gonna switch because I am not enjoying this, and I think this is the across the yard little engagement here. We have Hexagon Esports, Kruk, and the team leader at the helm, on the shots, being the big boss. Over a dump, taking doing a barrel roll as the entire Raven Esports rolling in buggies, going across an open field, taking a rain of bullets, being absolutely pelted, and they will probably run into Balak's team here, Ataxia, or they could split up and try and surround OPT. Relatively well geared up, but let's go to Toast. Is he still alive? Trying to take some shots here with the Car 98, has the 8X. Let's see, one play there. Could potentially pop with a shot. Just misses him. Very productive gameplay. And now Ravens and Ataxia will have a nice engagement for us to watch here. Tommy MXR coming late to the party. Toast just not connecting those long-range shots. And especially him doing so, revealing his team's position. Although they are pretty well off there in the middle of the circle. They have a little bit of time, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Jambal here. Some last minute looting, picking up that sweet 9mm ammo for that UMP most likely. But let's watch this clash here. Coming around the ridge. Ravens on the roof. Right here. Picking up. Haxet taking out Swablo and Garv nice and quickly. Murderbart coming out. Taking a little bit of damage. Mr. Tommy Mixer taking half health as well. Balak will be coming around the corner there. As Stoops, Tommy, and Prolosco. Profi at a very long distance, having a decent vantage point to get some pot shots into Prolosco. Balak taking some damage. Stoops is down. Tommy and Losco, the last two remaining players from Ravens. If Stoops does not get picked up, Havet also getting picked up here. Let's go to Prolosco and see what he's seeing. Need to be a little bit aggressive. They're just losing high ground, but Hexita getting collateral damage in a sense as OPT take an opportunity to get taken out from behind. Balak trying to pounce onto Prolosco, but he does manage to turn around quickly and put a couple of shots onto him. Ataxia and Ravens on the roof. Prolosco the last hope, but he is getting some shots. Fairly exposed here with OPT down in the valley, perfectly aware of this fight going on, and they will go for the revive. But Mainerbot is coming in from the left side. Losco is low health, and they do get taken out. Raven Esports down for today. Balak deciding to heal up as there is another push of players coming in. It is Darce from Exceed, and they are coming in to reap the harvest, get the loot needed. Profi gets taken out there. The SKA shots easily eliminated. Chatui still up. Balak on the right side picking up the kills and does manage to hold his team together. Atexia holding it together, staying in the round and pushing into the circle to face now OPT8. Feather Online Gaming having a little bit of a fight here between Roly Warrior. Momentum dies down and slows down a little bit. Enix just here. Fairly decent positioning. Boxic trying to take out Infused Primal from Overcome. Does manage to knock him out. A couple of deaths coming in from outside the play zone. This could be the end for Force 1. I'm sorry, for Overcome. But OPT have been fairly calm here in their positioning. Haven't picked up any kills, so that is not ideal for them. Balak with an astonishing 7 kills already. Picking it up and holding his team together, trying to take them to that sweet, sweet victory. Team 1 here on the ridge with a couple of kills under their belt. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. That's 0 kills for them. And I pick up X-Deuces just around the corner. They're taking cover behind the tree from Looting Simulator. 4 players. I did believe they encountered each other earlier in Georgia Pool docks. From Lax's point of view, he can't really see anything. We got the X-ray vision on. Might just pick one off as the Carnage goes for the shot, misses him, and that was his opportunity to put a spanner in the works for them. I think we do have it all good. Let's go back to Atexia. Meterbot and Balak here on the ridge, managing to spot up, I think, the Scott the Baker's team. Fair amount of shots coming their way. As Team 1 split up and try to catch them as they run into the next push. Trial coming in with a vehicle. Full squad. The Looting Simulator have managed to make their way nicely into the circle, but we do have the fights here. I think this is the push coming in from Ataxia onto OPT. Operation Pandora Trigger. Just on this, and they managed to hold on to this building the whole round, playing it very safe, very defensively, not too keen about the points for kills, but trying to get the rankings, and then maybe go for a little bit more of a risky play the second round, which could be a tactic, because 3 rounds played. Roly Warrior getting taken out as Team 1 are crawling their way safely. The team leader has been knocked out. There it is. Eifler unable to revive his teammate, as that was probably the 3rd or 4th down which came his way. And Enix will be easily pushing into the circle. Mubi going for the revive. Still very curious as to what the situation will be right here. We have 7 teams remaining. Hexagon Esports, Team 1, Looting Simulator, Enix, and Ataxia. Balak ready to pounce. He gets Hockey coming around the corner, manages to take one out. Can he pull up a second one? Takes a little bit of damage from that UAP spread. Preparing to pounce. Rendark ready to peek, but I think there is some cover support coming from Meterbot as Izzy gets downed out, and the kill could be picked up. Rendark knocking him out. Balak is on his own. Rendark the last one to contest against, and that is OPT eliminated, and the revive will come in as well. Atexia pulling in a nice play there as we have another engagement picking off here between Hexagon Esports and another team as I fly into the map. Mubit X 1v1 standoff. Looting Similar and Hex, but unfortunately the circle is going to take away his damage as Mubit stays alive, but the circle is moving, but not at a too fast rate for Mubit to take damage, as we do have the fights coming in. McStevo taken out by a frag grenade there from Pitts. Eiflord's still alive. And Fear the 4, aka the brand new, freshly signed team, Enix. 3 rounds, 3 kills. 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 Well, we do have a couple of teams remaining. Balak unfortunately was taken out. Atexia is out. Team 1 is also out. Moobit from Looting Simulator. We have Enix, Looting Simulator, and Evo from Balls Deep. Will Balls Deep go Balls Deep? Or will Looting Simulator win this one? Or will the hard hitters from the EU clutch this? Fairly well spread out. Hotshot grenade just to try and bait someone. It is a 3v2v2 situation. Who beat? Looting Simulator going for the sneaky snake tactic. Mixed Evo and iFlirt as well. They do have the high ground. Here the smoke's coming out trying to push. They do have the advantage here. They're holding this main circle. The Boo will be pushing in fairly soon. And I do believe we will have this match coming into play. We have Mixed Evo peeking a bit too much there as Toast tries to take another shot and finish him off with a Car 98. We have two players, Moobit and Teddy Verdu, staying calm as Mixed Evo does take it out. And Product Navy manages to secure the kill. And now it's a 3v2 situation. As Looting Simulator going to be holding on to this one. Who could win this? Moobit is taken out. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Enix managed to pick up first place with an astonishing amount of 16 kills this round, followed by second place from Looting Simulator, picking up 3 kills. But we will be updating the scoreboard over on pubg.auzom.gg. You want to follow it. It does take a little bit of time for us to update the scoreboard as we do not get direct information from the server. But here you have the remaining team. So GG